Welcome back to Copper Star Precision, the channel dedicated to getting you more points at your competitive shooting matches. Here we have the match footage from the NRL22 November Course of Fire. I was able to take first place. Hard-fought battle, really had to work for this one. The name of the game with this Course of Fire is movement. There's a lot of movement stages where there's a lot of actually physically moving or moving between banks of targets, some parallax issues, and time management, as always, super key to success here. Really proud of this result. Took first place. So let's jump right into the action, and really interesting club stages of this match as well. So starting off with the club stage, this is called John Hates Everyone. John is our match director here at Phoenix Rod and Gun Club, and really puts on a good Course of Fire, has some really creative club stages that he adds to the NRL Course of Fire, and this was no exception. So this was a stage. I'll have the stage descriptions up here. Really complicated. It's on 2 pages, so you know it's a complicated stage. Basically, in a nutshell, we have to stand unsupported to engage 2 targets, and then we have to engage a bank of hostage taker KYL targets, and we have to engage the hostage taker, which is the smaller of the 2 targets. And there's all kinds of penalties for missing shots, so if you miss from the standing position, then you have to go seated or kneeling. If you miss the hostage taker targets, you have to switch from prone to the spool. So the name of the game here is Don't Miss, but I want you to get in the habit of mentally thinking about things in a more positive light, because the mental aspect of this game is so important. So instead of saying don't miss and you're focusing on the missing, think this stage is a lot less complicated if I make all my hits. So make hits. So don't think in terms of don't miss, putting miss as a negative into your head. Just think about making hits. So I was like, this stage is a lot easier if I just make my hits. So that's what I did. Made my hits. Was able to clean this stage.
Good job. Good shoot.
Thanks. So next up for our squad was the 3rd stage in the booklet. It's called Opening Day. This is the one with the sawhorse and the 5-gallon bucket. I kind of stuck to my game plan here, starting on the sawhorse, using the tripod as rear support, then transitioning to the 5-gallon bucket. Although you'll see me with a bunch of bags in my hand at the beginning of the stage, most of which I don't even use. I recently got the Coltac Mega Bag, so I want to start incorporating that into some of the stages to see how much I like it. All in all, it worked pretty well. Kept the tripod in a single position until I kicked it, and had to reposition it, but leaving it at the position on the sawhorse was definitely the way to go for me. I don't think you have enough time to dial between targets here, so I was holding over. You'll see me holding over on the far target about 0.6 of a mil, and just alternating between targets, alternating between positions. Definitely a lot of moving, but the tripod really helps with stability as rear support, and I ended up using the Mega Bag as rear support on the 5-gallon bucket, and took kind of a kneeling position, which seemed to work out pretty well.
That was the one thing that I missed about that I also want to see is an uncoated, like, you could race that thing the whole way, but this thing is shiny. Impact. Impact.
didn't miss the Super Bowl, boys.
Yeah, if you got another 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Back.
Tell you what, for having the adjustment I did was pretty solid. 3 seconds left.
Ooh, yeah.
Good round.
Next up was the first stage in the NRL22 Course of Fire called Turkey and Stuffing. It is the prone and tank trap stage. Essentially, it's 6 shots from each position going near to far and then far to near. What's different between the two positions is the third target that you engage is a different target, whether you're going prone or whether you're on the tank trap. And it went okay on this stage. What really killed me was adjusting parallax. You weren't allowed to dial on this stage. You could only adjust parallax and magnification. And I kind of felt like I was running out of time, so I didn't actually change parallax as much as I should have. I should have taken the time to do that because some of the shots that I missed in this stage were because I did not have a clear sight picture because my parallax was set for a different target. Ended up dropping 2 on the stage, but all in all, not a bad showing.
And we're moving.
No way. Me.
Back. Impact.
Oh, I'm ready.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
Next up is the second stage in the booklet called Fall Break. This was a prone stage. This was also the time stage for bonus points. I'm not really a huge fan of trying to go super fast to get more bonus points at the risk of dropping a shot. So ended up taking my time here and learning from the mistakes of the last stage, tried to adjust parallax. Also felt like on this stage I was running out of time, so kind of didn't adjust parallax as much as I probably wanted to. Ended up being okay, ended up cleaning the stage. But you'll see me, I like to be really zoomed in for the 1/4-inch KYL target because it's the smallest target of the match, but it makes target acquisition for the far target much more difficult. So I start zoomed in, you'll see me playing with the magnification, zooming in and out, and eventually I just kind of back off to a reasonable magnification so I can switch between the targets pretty easily. At the end, running out of time, didn't change parallax for the far target, but luckily was able to make all the hits. Come on.
Nice.
Sun in my face.
Yeah.
Next up is the second club stage of the day. It's called Get a Move On. So John, our match director, recently came into possession of a mover, a moving target. This is something that you really only see at the higher end NRL22X matches and regional championships and national matches. So really awesome to have this cool piece of kit at the club. I can't wait to see what the crazy ideas John comes up with when it comes to incorporating this into club stages. So the idea with movers is that you have to calculate your lead, and then there are a couple different strategies. You can either track the target or you can ambush the target. There's a lot to go over in this stage, and basically the course of fire is such that you engage the bottom of the movers and then the top of the movers. The bottom is a larger target, the top is the smaller target. Ended up cleaning this stage. It was a lot of fun. You can see me taking some extra shots at the end just because I didn't want to leave the stage. It was so much fun. I will actually make a dedicated video to this stage and how to calculate lead if you want to learn how to engage moving targets. So if you do want to see that, leave a comment down below saying, I like to move it, or something like that. And I will make a video regarding this stage and moving target stages in general. Some keen-eyed viewers might also notice right to the right of me is a little tiny Garmin radar chronograph. One of the members of the squad had that with him, and we all got to test it out on this stage. Really fascinating piece of kit. I might have to pick one up, and then I will do a comparison between that, the magnetospeed, and the lab radar. So look forward to that. This is too much fun. Try tracking it.
84.98. Perfect score.
Nice.
Were you tracking it at the end?
At the end, I was tracking. Yeah.
Do you think it was easier?
I think ambush is easier on this one. Back to NRL stages. This is stage 4 in the booklet called Turkey Trot Like It's Hot. This is the NRL pyramid stage. We have one far target which we engage from one side of the pyramid from 5 different positions, and a nearer target that we engage from the other 5 positions on the other side of the pyramid. This is a doozy. Was able to luckily clean this stage, and essentially it's just moving target acquisition and knowing the game plan going into it. Like I talked about in my preview videos, I go prone for the first step, kneeling position for the next 2 steps, standing for the 4th and 5th rung, and I ended up at the top, did a quick dial down for the near target, and then repeated the process on the other side. So finished with a couple seconds to spare, but this is definitely one that is going to push the limits of time management and target acquisition speed.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Get back.
Let's go!
Good job, Harris. Good clean, man.
Last stage of the day is the 5th stage in the NRL booklet called Gobble till you wobble. 55-gallon drum, have to break the position with all gear in hand, return to a starting position at least 3 feet away from the barrel, and engage targets that are 30 yards apart. Ranging those targets, they're supposed to be at 70 yards, but the way that they're oriented, they were closer to 71 because they're on a diagonal. So I made sure to account for that in my dope. And I was actually zoomed out on my scope to 10 power, which I never shoot at. I'm usually in the 15 to 20 range. I was zoomed out to 10 for faster target acquisitions. I know it may not look like it on the trigger cam because there's a crop factor that's applied, kind of zooms in. but I'm dialed way out so I can find the targets much faster. That was the name of the game here, and just, you know, being able to put the rifle down in the general vicinity of the target. On my second round, the casing from the first shot must have fallen back into the action, closed the bolt, got that round stuck into the brass casing, pulled that out, tried to recycle it, ended up with a double feed, so it was a whole mess, which is why you see me struggling on the second shot. Hopefully, luckily everything ran smoothly after that, but again, another stage where you're totally pressed for time and there's a lot of movement. Was able to walk away with another clean though, so really happy with that.
Impact. Impact.
How many shots is that?
About how many? 7.
That was 7. This will be 8.
8. 2 more. Impact. Impact.
Nice.
Got it. Good job.
So that wraps it up for this month's Course of Fire. Definitely a challenge, one of the more challenging ones we've had in this 2023-2024 season, but great practice for some of the harder matches, lots of interesting stages, and again, some really cool club stages. So if you want to see me make a video on calculating lead for the moving targets, let me know down in the comments. If you learned something from this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you next time, as always, score more points.